here with Dan Hardy, who will be covering the fight Mayweather versus McGregor. What are you doing again? You're doing the commentary, right?
Yeah, I'll be ringside for the main event for Sky Sports.
Okay, good. Obviously, it's a huge night fight, Mayweather versus McGregor. Boxing versus an MMA fighter in a boxing ring. What do you make of this, Dan?
It's a fascinating event, you know. It's an unprecedented event. We've got obviously Conor McGregor stepping out of the UFC, stepping out of mixed martial arts and into Floyd's world to see what he can do. You know, he's a world-class striker in our sport and a world-class striker in mixed rules fighting. But when it comes to a refined skill set like boxing, we've not seen him tested at all. And he's not only stepping in there against one of the best in the world, but possibly the best in the world. You know, there's a lot on the line for McGregor. There's a lot to be gained here, but in my opinion, there's so much to be lost for Floyd Mayweather here, because even if he gets put down with one punch on one knee, that changes the perspective of him as a boxer forever.
What percentage do you give Conor to even drop Floyd? Do you give him a huge percentage?
It's a slim chance. It's 5-6%. It's a very, very slim chance. But then, if you ask me what percentage I would give to a young kid from Dublin to in 4 years go from collective benefit checks to being a $100 million fighter, I would give you a much slimmer odds. So we can't count Conor out. He's got definite power in his left hand, and he's the bigger, stronger athlete in there. So I think he can use that to create spaces and create openings. The other thing you've got to think about is just like that shot that Shane Mosley landed on Mayweather. When he's rocked, he's very good at tying people up. It's going to be very difficult to tie Conor McGregor up.
Will factor play a role in how Floyd fights in the ring? A little bit more conservative, you think?
I think so, especially given the fact that, you know, normally he can study his opponents, normally he knows them. We don't know anything about Conor McGregor as a boxer, so it would be foolish of him to take risks in the early rounds, which I think is Conor's window of opportunity to make his way into the fight. I think Floyd will study him, and if he can stay out of danger for the first 4 or 5 rounds, he'll then start to pick the pace up and put the pressure on McGregor. That's where it gets interesting.
Now, everyone I talked to, they said the same thing. The first 4 rounds, 5 rounds
Remy,
tops,
go ahead.
McGregor has to just take it to him. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I don't think he has to be reckless about it though. I think he has to be intelligent. Obviously, he can be picked off quite easily by Mayweather, so he's got to be smart about it. He's got to create his openings, and he's got to be cautious about how he's closing the distance as well. But yeah, without a doubt, the early part of the fight is McGregor's world.
Dan, you've been to ringside when you've seen Conor fight.
Yeah.
Right? How is his speed ringside?
It's phenomenal, but it's not really speed, it's his placement of his shots. It's his ability to find the target in a chaotic environment, you know. There's far more chaos in a mixed martial arts fight, and you have to cover more distance to land your punches. So when he's fighting these guys that know exactly what he's going to do, he's going to throw his left hand at them. He can still set them up, and he can still land it clean and switch them off.
Now they changed the ounce of the gloves from 10 ounce to 8 ounce. Will this play a factor, an advantage? And if so, for who? Who does it play an advantage for?
Immediately, I would say that it's an advantage for Conor McGregor. You know, the smaller glove will be easier to find his way through the guard. It will be more difficult for Floyd to use his gloves as a shield to cover himself. But then you've got to think as well, there would be a reason that Floyd Mayweather's done this, and I think it's a double bluff. I think he's trying to give Conor McGregor the impression that A, he's confident, and B, he's going to start fast and try and knock him out, because he needs Conor to start fast. If Conor starts cautiously, then Mayweather doesn't get the look he's expecting. He's not able to read him in those early rounds. So I think it's a double bluff. I think it's a very clever thing that Mayweather's doing, but obviously it shifted the odds in McGregor's favour, which is influencing the betting lines, and so many more people will tune in to watch.
Does Conor have anything to lose in this fight? He has nothing to lose.
He has nothing to lose at all. You know, a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, said if they were fighting over a pig, Conor gets the ham sandwich. The bottom line is, in a fight, McGregor wins every day. Mixed martial arts, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, no matter what discipline, McGregor wins. In boxing, which is what he's stepping into, obviously he's up against it because Mayweather's the best. But, you know, there's a question there. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here gathered in this heat, waiting to see these 2 athletes step onto the stage. You know, there's definitely a question there, and that's why everybody's here.
Who do you give the advantage in power to?
Definitely the advantage in power goes to McGregor. And I'm not saying that Floyd can't generate power. I just don't think he has a hand strength to really throw with impact. So he'll be cautious about throwing hard.
And Hardy, great analyst. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend.